All right. We are live, Anthony.
So I have to be nice now.
What's that?
I have to be nice now then.
You do have to be nice now.
Yeah.
We are live. People can see us. It looks like there's 14 people, which to me indicates that 14 people from the office are actually watching.
Oh, that's good. They don't hear my voice enough.
Let me get us going here, and we'll start to play around. Welcome everybody to this here. We're going to give it just a minute or two to allow other people to join. The avatar you're seeing on the screen right now is that the orange shirt is that of one Anthony Kyne, our producer. We're playing in turn-based mode, so in this first hole in the first tee, you're going to see probably both our shots, and then we will be playing turn-based.
Good stuff.
Anthony, have you ever played this course before? We're playing Flathead.
I've played it quite a lot recently to get my new handicap system working. So yeah, it's a nice course. One of our President Jeremy's handmade courses, and I really enjoy it. I think it's his best one.
I have not played this course before. I have also not played. We're playing on the PC for those who are interested. If you try and join, we'll probably kick you out because we're playing turn-based, and that will elongate the broadcast. But I've not been playing on PC lately, so I'm using a different controller. So I hope I have a good showing, and I actually maybe come out ahead in this contest.
I think you're a better player than me, anyway.
I'm not holding my breath, but I have not played this course, however, so I'm excited to check out this course. Before we get started, I see there's people in the chat already. I'm going to do my best you guys can ask questions. I'm going to moderate the chat. I'll fire some questions at Anthony while we're playing. I do have the chat open on a window on a separate screen where I'm playing here, so I won't be looking at it constantly. So there's a lot of talk in chat. I may miss some questions, but I'll do my best to keep up. But can you guys hear us okay? Can you hear me and hear Anthony okay? Somebody in the chat room can give me a little response and let me know. By the way, if you don't know who I am Lauren. I am HB Lauren in the forums. I'm a community manager. I have probably spoken to many of you. And Anthony, with me is Anthony Kyne, the producer of the golf club, the man who is essentially responsible for everything you're asking for. So blame him, basically.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
That's we're gonna play around. We're gonna try and do these Twitch streams for you guys on a more regular basis. We are unfortunately, after doing this first one, many of the people in the studio, myself included, are going to be traveling. And while of course I will still be working, we're not all going to be in our home locations. So we're probably not going to do these Twitch feeds for at least till after the new year, maybe till mid-January. But once we start doing them again, our intent is to start doing them on a weekly basis, and it'll be me every time with different members, either of the development team, Anthony, John, Jordan, different people, or potentially or playing with you guys. Sometimes we'll be specifically just sometimes it'll be just me. We'll be highlighting courses. We might do some live Twitch feeds with designing, having maybe some of our guys that are working on the GNCD on with us, or some of our designers who want to come on and play and talk about some of their tips and tricks. So we're going to mix it up, but we're going to try and do this every week for you guys once we get past the holidays, just so you know. But we at least wanted to get one in the can for you. Let you talk to Anthony and say everything you've been trying to say for months. I'm just kidding. Anthony reads the forums every day, just like I do. So, all right. Why don't we start off, Anthony? Why don't we go ahead and play our first shot? Did you shoot already?
I did. I'm waiting for you, buddy.
Oh, sorry. I'm just sitting here now.
Yeah.
I'm just chatting away. Why? Oh, see, I had my 3-wood down. I almost hit the 3-wood there. Oh, I shanked my first shot, too. That's embarrassing. This is not going to go well.
Oh, this is amazing. This is exactly what I wanted to see.
All right. Yes, you are sitting much better than I am. All right, Anthony, one of the first questions I see in the chat. You're going to love the questions about when are we going to get this or that. But and I will tell you guys that we're not probably going to be too keen on giving out specific time frames for most stuff. But there's a question. Somebody wants to know when they're going to get retaining walls for water.
Retaining walls for water, yeah. So we're looking actually into that because looking at a few of the courses that the community have created, like I know Taste did a couple of nice ones with retaining walls using the bridges, and we were pretty impressed with what he did with that. But what that does is it slows the game down a little because there's lots and lots of triangles being drawn that don't need to be. So we've looked at it, and we've got some other stuff going on in the studio that isn't just golf that we can work on, and you know they're handy for that as well. So we'll most probably have it. I don't know when. It's something that we're definitely gonna do. I can't put a date on it. Hoping maybe the March update. If not, it would be something we would look at after that. It's one of them things that we put on our backlog, and then the guys just work their way through things when they get stuff done. So Paul's the main guy and our course creator at the moment. So when he gets a bit of time, he just looks at the backlog and says, okay, this is the next thing on the list. And retaining walls is quite near the top. So if he gets a bit of time between now and March, I think that's likely to happen. You know, cart paths and things like that are a bigger priority for me at the moment, because I think that would add a little bit more beauty to the course. But as it helps optimize, it's likely that it's going to be up there.
There you go. As I said, guys, just again, you know, we're going to be reticent to put out specific timeframes for things like that, because a lot of the way that this gets done, as Anthony said, is we have a sort of we have a path already laid out for certain features, and there's about 200 more features that we want to add to the game, and those get put on the list for when we have time, and we kind of work through them as we can. So it's hard to put specific time frames on some of these. Is Anthony British?
Yes, sort of. It's a British accent. I'm from Ireland originally, and I grew up in England. So.
I will also apologize, guys, for I know my voice, and by the way, I'm the little picture in the pictures. Anthony's the larger big head there. I'm the little one.
The better looking one, I think we call that. Is that it?
I know my voice is a little quieter and a little bit more room echo. My dog ate my microphone. It's the actual true story. That's actually a true story.
Yeah, my dog ate update too.
So my microphone broke last week, so I'm using my webcam mic for now. But when we come back from the holidays, I'll have a new mic for you, so you won't have to listen to my voice with so much echo. All right, let's see here. Oh, that was not good. What is going on the first hole here, Anthony? We are both sucking it up.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about. I don't know, I normally birdie this hole, so not good.
Part of it is that you and I are paying attention to the chat and talking to you. Yeah, that's my excuse.
Yeah. Oh, I have some of that. Oh.
You also don't usually have somebody talking in your ear the entire time while you're trying to putt, do you?
No, but still. It's my excuse for being bad, so it's like, that's good.
All right.
Nice.
3 feet to the hole here. All right, let's keep going. Starting out with a bogey.
There it is.
Hopefully not a sign of things to come.
Anthony, have we done? I can't remember if we talked about this or not. You and I. Different colored flags. Is that something that?
It's something we can actually do. We started a little bit of work when one of them things I was talking about earlier, where we have a backlog and we work our way through. So when Paul's working his way through, he goes, okay, I've got maybe a day to spend on something before I start my next task. And one of them things that he worked on was changing the colours of the tee boxes. So that's one of the things that's going to be coming in for this update. So now we've got that system in place, he should be able to do it for different parts of the course. So you'll be able to change the colour of the washers and the flags and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully we'll see more of that coming in. It's one of them things that we don't specifically say what update is coming in, and it just comes in as a surprise, sometimes to me as well. You know, I enjoy the fact that I come into work some mornings and somebody says, "I've just got this done," and you go, "Wow," which is nice.
You were telling me a story about this, Anthony, and I can't remember what it was. I'll let you take your shot.
No, carry on.
You were telling me a story. It was fairly early on in production, where you went home on Friday and you came back on Monday, and somebody had stayed through the weekend and built something somewhat major.
Yeah, so that was Dave McFarland, our software architect. He put the whole atmospheric lighting system in. So,
yes.
Yeah, because that's the thing with the game. It's not got a actual skybox like most other games. So if you watch Titanfall and all them things, they've all got this skybox around that they've got the game built in. We've actually got a full atmospheric lighting, which means that you can choose the time of day and all that kind of stuff, and you get the right shadows and all that. It's quite impressive, and it pushed the game on no end. It was like when I went home on Friday, it was looking quite flat light wise, and then just that thing he did over the weekend, he came and showed me. It was like, wow, that was like last October, so a year and 2 months ago now.
Sorry, now lining up my shot here, because now that you missed your putt, this is a chance for me again. Oh, not good.
To save par.
Different color T markers, yes. Buzz off that. Yes, we're excited about that. Somebody had asked when local match play will be fixed. I'm assuming
we fixed a lot of it actually in the last couple of weeks. When I was back in the UK for the Volvo World Match Play, I was actually playing against my dad, and found a few of the issues that people were annoyed about as well.
And
so
keep you at 1 over
I got them fixed when I got back. So quite a lot of that's done.
Did they make it into update 2?
Yep. So we fixed a lot of the commentary, a lot of the little bugs that were there. So it's good that we've got that done.
It's very weird, Anthony. I think I told you this when we started playing this round. This is the first time in the hundreds of hours of playing this game that I've ever played this game with the commentary off.
All right.
It's disappointing. I want to hear John tell me I just bombed that drive.
Yeah, John. It's really weird in the office now, just listening to him when he comes up and talks to me. I can't take him seriously anymore.
It's like a celebrity. He's the voice of golf. He's a new voice of golf.
Yes, he is indeed.
A celebrity that occasionally you want to punch.
Yes, definitely.
Just kidding, John.
I did the other night when I was playing around about 9 o'clock in the evening to see if this handicap system was working, and he said, "I don't think you want to do that," or whatever it was, and I was going, "Yes, John, I know."
Wait, the real John or in the game?
No, in the game.
He said, "I don't think you want to do that?"
Something like that, yeah. It was like, "Oh, I don't believe you want to do that," or something like that. And I was going, "No, John." Someone was asking, Anthony, you and I talked about this specifically about in local play, when people will be able to, where it is on our priority list of having multiple players be able to sign in as opposed to playing as a guest. Yeah, it's definitely something we want to do, and it really, Sony and Microsoft are keen for us to do it as well. So it's something that we definitely want to explore. It's just a huge amount of work. So when you do these things like that with the networking and stuff, it takes away a good chunk of what we could be doing towards gameplay. So it's always prioritizing of which is more important in our opinion. And for me, I feel that it's important to have them kinds of things in, like especially when I go and play at other people's houses and stuff. Like I know in FIFA, it's really annoying when people come around my place and I play a game of FIFA and like unlock achievements with my login details, and the same goes for the other way around when I'm scoring beautiful goals and I'm not getting the achievements. So it would be nice to put it in. It's just, as I said, a little bit of work, but you know, we're working on it. It's on our backlog of things to do, so it's definitely something. It was something that we were going to do originally for the actual release, and it just got pushed lower and lower as we wanted to work on different things. What do I want to do?
Trying to let you take your shots in PC. I can't actually, because I'm playing the game full screen, I can't actually, that shot, I can't actually see when Anthony's shooting, and so I don't want to be talking through your entire backswing.
You can talk through it, it doesn't bother me. That's my excuse for being bad. Bima
Nkata, I think he was, when he was talking about local match play, he was talking about ending early in a close game. Is that something specific you're aware of, Anthony? I'm not sure exactly what he means.
It ends too soon.
I'm not sure.
We went through a multiple amount of bugs, and we fixed everything we found. So I think that if that was one of them, yes, yeah, definitely. I got the speech sorted out and the score sorted out and stuff like that weren't correct. So there's lots of stuff being worked on. So I think he'll see a huge improvement in this update. Yeah.
Burton31 would like to know if you are a better player than me.
Am I a better player than who?
Than me.
No, definitely not.
I don't know about that. I was chasing your. I would play it a lot, but Anthony's pretty keen on Harbor Island Black. He's got a little war going with the voice of golf.
Yes, that's my real war on that one. That was a couple of weeks back. I'm decent, but I'm not as decent. I think you guys are a lot better than me, including you, Lauren. You guys played golf sims for years and years and years, like to a professional level. I'm more your amateur, good amateur, I would say.
Do you ever play, Anthony, with the? I've never asked you this actually, but do you ever play with the green grids off and the scout cam off?
No, that's just sadistic. We did have a round. We had a tournament set up internally there the other day with it off, and I ended up wanting to hurt myself. I just had to stop. It was like.
I actually, historically, I also have felt that those kinds of settings were sadistic, and I've never played them in any game other than the golf club. And I started playing them in our game, and really, really liked it.
I just you don't see enough of the undulation on the greens for me, to really work out where it's going. In real life I can get like my head down, I can have a look at it, but I don't know.
Oh, see, I think I like to play that way, and I think when I take my time, sorry, I'm thinking here now. When I take my time with it, I can figure that out. In the golf club, I don't play that way a lot because it takes longer when I'm trying to work, and so I don't really have the time to do it. But I really enjoy playing that way. Welcome, Boba Pet. Anthony Smalls is asking, and I'm only going to relay this because he has to ask. He asks us almost every week, or somebody, not quite that frequently, about an API for tournament creators to pull tournament data.
Yeah. Okay. So I know he's very keen on that. I've spoken to him before myself. Yeah, we're looking at it. There's ways to pull the data. We're looking into it at the moment. I can see HB Mitchell is on the feed there as well, and I've got him working on some stuff at the moment, which is a little bit secret. But before Christmas, we should have a little bit of an announcement about getting some data to you guys.
Ooh, a little bit of a tease there for you. Something I didn't even know about.
Yeah, it's not huge. It won't solve the whole issue, but it will be in the. It means that it's easier for him to get the data that he needs. Hopefully.
And again, this goes back to guys remembering that we do have a limited amount of resources, and that's not to say that it's just a reality. We do have a limited amount of resources, and so we have to prioritize, and we do what we can. And as Anthony alluded to earlier, working on one thing often means not working on another. With the system that we're building, we've been putting a lot of effort into the handicap system, as it's a foundation for other systems that we are, or other features that we are working on putting in place. Big features which we've talked about, which we're not going to get into at all on this broadcast or talk about, because not everything is going to be divulged at this early stage.
And
this is a beautiful course.
Nice.
Who designed this?
Jeremy.
Yep, score update here. Your friend just put up a par on the last hole.
How do I feel about this one? I have the wind cut the corner. I don't think over the. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm also playing without reticle, which is something that I never ever thought I would do, and I started doing a couple weeks ago, and I prefer it now. I don't know if you've ever tried that or not, Anthony, but it's I actually find that I don't need the reticle as much as I thought I did.
Yeah, it was an Adam Villakynen won that one night when we were here till like 9 o'clock. He decided he was going to take it off to see what it looked like when he was doing the cameras.
Okay.
And he much prefers it. He says he never plays with it now, and told me to do the same, and I ignored him. So, yeah, I should mostly give that a go. But I do love the follow cam now, or the follow cam being off and then flicking in.
Oh yeah, I do too. I absolutely love playing that way. Oh, I could have cut the corner. Whatever, show off. Oh. All right, not great, not terrible.
Okay, looks like we have around 155 yards to go.
We're in about the same place, are we? Oh no, further away.
So, Anthony, you sent a lot of tweets a few weeks ago about November.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the HB staff mustachioed.
Yep.
Impressive mustaches, by the way.
They were very.
But I noticed they're gone now.
Yeah, they were a fake. It was I found an app on the Google Play Store called Booth Stash that you could take a photo and then apply any moustache that you would like to your face. And the one that applied to me looked really, really good. Some of them looked real and some of them didn't. But yeah, my one was pretty happy. I put mine on Facebook, and a lot of family thought that I'd actually grown something like that in 3.5 weeks, which would have been reasonably impressive, I think. My very Tom Selleck Magnum. Have some of that. Oh. Put pressure on you now with that shot.
No pressure. No pressure. I can handle the pressure. Oh, God, I couldn't handle the pressure. J3, the update 2 has been submitted to Sony and Microsoft. It was submitted yesterday afternoon, Anthony, is that right?
Yep, yesterday around 1 o'clock-ish. We put them in Sony and Microsoft. They're in, apparently North America is being tested according to their website, and I know Microsoft have already started testing. Sony Europe is a bit backlogged, so I think they're going to take a couple more days before it actually gets into their testing team. but we've been told
now your friend is
having them
sitting at
in now will mean that they're out before the weekend before Christmas.
With the caveat that it is out of our control, and if they don't live up to that expectation.
Yeah, this time
that.
we haven't done a huge amount of like technical requirement stuff that is normally the bit where you get stuck. So we should breeze through, hopefully, unless something unexpected comes and hits us.
Why? Why would you say that?
I know, I'm an idiot, but
why would you say that?
Yeah, I know.
It's time to send this ball on
World
its
ranking
way.
Points on Quila. So that's not something we're really ready to talk about yet. But part of what we're working on for the March update is about progression, and
right.
that's about all we can say on that. But there will be more to come on that in the coming months. Okay. Now I got a little pressure. Very little pressure. Pushed it. Or actually pulled it.
For the birdie here.
Come on.
Big Boss, where there'll be branded clubs or balls that affect gameplay and stats in the future. There will not. That is not in the plans.
Yeah, it's very hugely unlikely. It's just like we want to make sure that people who have more to play the game do not get to a situation where they're so far ahead of everyone else that the game becomes unbalanced. One of my biggest annoyances with a lot of online games now is that I get home from work at say 8 o'clock at night and I can't compete against people who come home from school or don't have a lot more free time than me, and I can't compete against them. So it's I think we've gone a little bit back to the 90s really with our approach on this, and said everyone's got a level playing field and you play with your mind, and it all depends on how good you are as a player. So practice will indeed help you, but it's all about your actual ability.
Now you might see some cosmetically, I don't want to say branded, but you might see some cosmetic differences between balls and clubs, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's something myself and Peter were talking about yesterday. And Jordan, we were saying that I want my golfer to look more like me. I want him to have the same attire as me, and it's how can we do that? And it's very expensive to make the gear and make the hats and all that sort of stuff. So it's like, how can we do it in a cost-effective way? I want to be able to get my golf bag into the game, and I'd like to be able to get my hat that I use so the guy looks more and more like me. And some people want to wear a kilt or whatever they want to wear. So I don't know if that's the way they want to look, their avatar to look. There's no reason for us to stop them apart from the fact it's going to cost us a huge amount to build them sort of assets.
Of course, I had to land in the rough. Sorry, I think the course marshal just pulled up behind me and told me to hurry up.
Yeah.
Colin Mafia or somebody else asked about deleting courses, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Anthony, but where we stand on this now is kind of what we talked about before. Am I right in terms of right now we don't have any plans to allow for deleting courses, but we talked about potentially in the future having the ability to hide unwanted courses?
Yeah, we've talked a lot about it. It's one of them things that's just really time consuming for us to actually do right, and you know, we don't want people to have the ability to delete courses. Say we've completed like a lot of rounds on people's courses, and then they decide they don't want to play the game anymore. They delete them courses, and then basically all the rounds, say with the handicap system, is all gone, and your handicap's been destroyed. So, so yeah, that's one of the reasons. So hiding something is a good idea. What have I done? Yeah, and like there's definitely, I can understand people wanting certain things to not be visible. It's just how it's going to work with the scorecards, and it doesn't hurt people's handicaps and progression and stuff like that, and achievements. And
and that's one of the reasons we haven't seen it yet. I mean, we were talking about it, the implementation of the handicap system. Obviously, those two things play together, and so you know, we need to be working. We need one to deal with the other, sort of thing. But it's my shot. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just assumed after watching your shot that you were worse off than I am.
Yeah, right. I think Devon's trying to unban himself at the moment. After we banned him yesterday, so for a joke.
That was Devon we banned yesterday when we were testing?
Yeah, it wasn't actually me. I don't do things like that from my own account.
So we were testing this stream yesterday, and Anthony comes on and makes some completely inappropriate remark, but I had no idea it was him. So I just banned the user, and then I find out that it was actually Anthony messing with me. And it turns out that it was apparently Devon's account.
Yes. Right, okay, pressure's on. I need to... Nice. Have some of that. Oh, yes!
Oh, man.
Yes.
That was just fantastic. That shot was all the way.
That was a beautiful shot. It will be the only stroke you gain.
Yeah.
I don't think, Anthony, gotta stop talking. This is the first round you and I have played together turn-based.
Yes, ever.
That's right. Publicly, for all to see.
Yes.
Okay, your friend is sitting at 2.
The honors are yours.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! I wonder. I can't remember what the stroke index for that hole was either in the handicap round. I'm finding it very hard to play around without handicaps on now. I'm in love with the system.
Looks like you'll be in the short stuff.
So talk a little bit about, Anthony, how the handicap system affects you during play.
It works really well in the fact that it evens the field somewhat, but still, if you're having a good round, you'll normally win. But it's like, I'm going to put it into the dev diary that I'm writing at the moment. But Dylan, our head of IT, you know, he doesn't get a chance to play the game as much as we do. So you know, I very rarely find myself competing against him because he's like so many shots behind me, and the same for him. He finds the game boring because he's got no competition, because everybody's ghost balls are so far ahead of him, because he only gets a chance to play, you know, maybe an hour a week, not even that. But with the handicap system, we set aside some time, and he went and got himself a handicap, and we had a great round earlier at the end of last week on a 9-hole course. Was it 9? No, it might have been an 18 actually, and he had 19 shots on me.
Okay, about
we played it in Stableford, and it was neck and neck all the way. I didn't play particularly well, and I think he beat me by 2 or 3 points in the end. And you know, it was great to have that kind of competition against somebody that you wouldn't normally have competition against. It made the game more enjoyable for both of us. So I went back and played his Ghost maybe 3 or 4 times that afternoon. I've played it twice this week, and Dylan's recorded more rounds now than he ever has before, because he feels that there's an actual chance of, you know, competing, and makes the game a little bit more fun. So I think as a system overall, it's great. I know there's people that are against it, but I can't really understand why. And you don't have to look at that total if you don't want to, and you don't have to enter tournaments that are handicap enabled. So it's stranger, like it's a nice little replica of real life, and it works really well. So I like it.
I'm very excited to actually play with the handicap system. I have not played with it yet.
The other thing I find as well is it means that I don't concentrate on leaderboards anymore, and that's a problem I always had. Is I never go to our local golf course here in Lunenburg and say who shot the best ever round here, or who shot the best 10 rounds, and I want to try and get on that leaderboard. I don't care. I play against myself and my friends, and I always thought that was a bit of a design flaw from our game, that we're playing against leaderboards rather than how I'd play golf in real life if we're making a golf simulation. With the handicap system, I'm trying to constantly improve my handicap, and I'm playing against myself, and I'm competing against my friends who have got ghost balls, who would be there on that day, and you know, it doesn't matter their ability anymore so much, because we can, you know, go toe to toe with them with the handicap system, and I'm playing against, you know, my handicap, which means that I need to try and improve constantly.
I tried to be quiet while you're putting there to help you.
That's all right. It's all right. We're all square now, so.
Well, not for long now.
You're a better putter than me. I know that.
I shouldn't open my big mouth until I actually hit the butt. Just like that. I keep pulling it. Will tournament creators be able to set handicap parameters, Boba Pat? Yes, you will, Anthony.
Yeah, they can. They can set the parameters, so they can say, I only want people with a handicap worse than 20, or, you know, better than this and better than that. But they can also set that, but not have handicaps enabled on that tournament. So you can have set it so a certain quality of people can play your tournament, but not use handicaps to score the actual tournament itself.
As well as we talked about, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can basically set handicap parameters sort of however you want in a tour or a tournament. So you can have either I just want people above this number, or I just want people below this number, or you can have I want people above this but below this.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can use those parameters you can use those parameters, but not, as you stated, not enable handicaps for the tournament itself, and just have direct competition stroke play, or you can enable the handicap.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. Mulligans. You know, we've never talked about. You and I have never discussed mulligans before.
No, and it's something I actually spoke about yesterday, because we're talking about driving ranges and putting greens, which I think will become more important as the new like golf society stroke country club things take off with the career mode. You know, you want to be going into rounds and greens and be able to test the speed of the greens before you get out on the actual course. So I think it's something that we want to investigate on how to do, and you know, the mulligan system helps create that. So it's like something we're definitely going to be investigating. January 2nd.
January 2nd, when you return?
Well, when they return.
When they return.
And so I just saw somebody say there, no mulligans, please. Yeah, it's not going to be in competitions or anything like that, or handicap rated courses. It would have to be practice rounds only.
I just saw an uncomfortable waggle from behind you.
Who was behind me? I didn't see somebody. Too much work. Too
The
much work
camera
being
was
done.
behind you. You were waggling. Made me uncomfortable.
All right.
Ah.
4 feet. Let's do this.
My putting is so consistently being pulled to the left, I just need to turn my entire controller, I think. Did you miss it?
Yeah.
EMLB Commish asked the question, Anthony addressed the guy in the orange top, Snake. EMLB Commish asked the question if the handicap system is only going to work on select courses. I had previously made a comment in the forums, I think, or on Twitter, about courses will need to have 200 plays to receive a handicap rating, but Anthony, there's actually a little bit of an expanded definition on that, right?
Yeah, so what happens is you have to play, a course needs to be played 200 times to get a handicap. But
200 times across all platforms, not per platform.
Yeah, exactly. And we've also got our own courses and select courses that the community have that we will be part of our suggested courses that we will internally get rated for the handicap system, so we won't need 200 plays. I had a small concern that unrated courses won't get played as much, but talking about it means that you've got a lot more rounds on other courses for practice rounds now, and then plays will go towards handicap rated courses as well. So
right.
I'm hoping it evens itself out, and we'll solve it. We'll see once the update's out and come January how this is affecting the playing of courses, and we can tweak it and make it more, what we want from it. Suggestions are welcome from you guys as well. So.
Sit down. Decent bounce. Colin Mafia was asking, you and I just talked about this, Anthony, if they could have, if he said, can we have a world list to see how many plays worldwide? Meaning, I think what you're asking, Colin, is for the course creators to be able to see how many plays you have across all platforms and not just per platform. Is that, I'm assuming, what you're asking? We just talked about that.
Yeah, so we were talking about this yesterday as well. We're looking to open up our the users, the stat screens we've got at the moment for yourself. We want to be able to see other users' stat screens, so I can go and look at Lauren's and see like his longest drive and stuff like that, and I always want to see his creation stuff. So I think once we do something like that, we'll work on them, and we can like aggregate them plays amongst all 3 platforms. The problem we had showing it on just the course screen at the moment is that you could have 3,000 plays on PC and only like 1 play on the PS4, and you'd only have 1 Ghost Ball. It would look a bit irregular. So that was the reason for that.
Okay, this is very deep in the rough.
Oh man, I'm in the pretty
cabbage.
Heavy rough. Yeah, definitely in the cabbage. It's like Christmas dinner cabbage. Take that though. I wish I was this good in real life.
Very nice.
I wish I was anywhere near this good.
Yeah.
I wish I was 20 strokes off this good in real life.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have a real natural inclination towards pitching in real life. I don't know why. that.
Oh, nice shot.
This is for birdie. Nice.
There it is. All right. You have had the honors for far too long, I must say.
Yeah, I know.
I'm less than comfortable with that.
This is a pretty even round. I'm quite impressed.
My controller's off. That's the problem.
I was thinking mine was actually, because I keep dropping it, and the more you drop it, this is a problem with a lot of the white Xbox controls we've got in the office here from all the games we've been making over the last 5 years, 6 years with them. They're all worn out, so that we find the black controllers are a lot steadier. Okay. So this is the hole I love, I think, is it? Oh no, the next one. Next hole I absolutely love.
12.
Yeah, 12, great hole.
All right, buddy, this is the hole. I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
I feel it. I'm going to drive the green on this hole.
369 yards, I think that'll be a
I
bug.
think I can do it. I think I can do it. I don't think I did it.
Oh, nice. That's my kind of drive, that. Oh, lucky bounce.
Very, very lucky bounce. Liquid Snake, it is currently tied at 3 under on the 11th hole.
We should have put money on this, Lauren.
We should have.
Yeah. Would have been a bit more tense.
Beauty.
Oh, what a shot. God, I'm good.
All right, Anthony, here's a good one for you. Although, well, I'm going to ask the question anyway, against my better judgment. Oh, jeez. Colin Mafia wants to know if the lobby system will be coming in 2015.
Yeah. Well, I can't say yes or no, but
Right.
yeah, hopefully it's something we'd like to do, but it's very expensive and like time expensive to do. And as much as if you look at the forums, it looks like there is like lots of people that want it. If you look at the amount of sales we've had compared to the amount of people on the forums, it's a very, very small percentage. So the amount of people offline are a lot more than the people online. And, you know, I think that what we lack most at the moment is any form of progression from like a career mode and something like that. So that's what we're going to concentrate on first, to get everybody having that feeling of progression. I think the handicaps go a long way to solving that. You'll see a lot more come the March update. And then, you know, the competition against each other online and live, yes, I agree. It's just, you know, as Lauren said earlier, there's a limited amount of resources, like people we can get to work on it. You know, we're the biggest studio, but we're working on 4 other games at the moment. And our little golf team is working towards, you know, making it the best golf game out there and having everything that you guys want in it. It's just at what order that we do them in, and which, you know, we get the order wrong, it becomes unsustainable. So we need to do it in the right way, and I think that it is something we'll definitely be looking into and doing in the future, but I can't 100% say it would be by March or when exactly it would be.
Yeah, so that's, I know that puts you on the spot a little, Anthony, but I think it's important for people to, you know, so many times tone is a difficult thing to express in the forums, and I think it helps people to sort of hear us talk about it. And what you said is not dissimilar to what I said. I mean, I've said publicly that if possible, we would like to get into the March update. I think it's probably a bit more likely than not. It depends. I mean, part of it, and it goes back to the resources thing, right? It depends on how much resources and work the career mode and that sort of thing requires, and that's something we can't know 100% until we're further into the development of that part of the game, right? So
yeah, it's not only that. What happens with the lobby systems as well is it opens up. So when we do the TRC stuff with Sony and Microsoft, it's very like you have to go through a set of procedures, and we're through that point now. You saw the difficulty when we first came out, that we were delayed on certain platforms because of certain things that they didn't like, and they kick it back to us, and then you have to fix it, and it's like a 5-minute fix, and it goes away for 2 weeks again, and you don't know what's going on. When we put the lobby system in, it opens up a whole new 50-page document of stuff that we have to go through and get sorted, and it's not just black and white. There's a lot of grey areas, and so you have to argue your case quite a lot. It's very lawyer-esque in some points, where you have to go, well, this doesn't work, this isn't a valid point in our game because it isn't a first-person shooter, it's a golf game. But we had one problem with one of them, I can't remember who now, but they were saying, well, when you got online players playing live, only 4 of them ever show up in your scorecard. Our argument to them was, well, it's golf. You're meant to only have 4 people on your scorecard, and it's an argument backwards and forwards. It takes time, and so time-sensitive stuff. If we're doing something that's time-sensitive, then it's an issue. So it's definitely something we want to do, and I know lots of people want to play against their friends, and it's just in which priority we do it. I think once we've got the career mode in and the country club stuff, you're going to want to play against your friends more in a live manner as well, and people that don't want to play, wouldn't normally play live, would be more inclined to play live, which is great. So I think that's likely when we'd be likely to look at it and go, okay, that would be a decent addition. Right, yeah, so this is my favourite hole on the course, with its little brook that runs through. I'm disappointed I didn't design a little brook like that in the Little Brook Manor that I created myself. So
in the course with that in the name.
Yeah, it's a shame. I have got some brooks. Pulled it to the left, and it's hitting the water. That little brook that I said I liked, don't like it anymore. Don't like it anymore.
It is the tiniest body of water in the game that I've ever seen.
And I hit it
somehow. I will admit that makes me a little nervous, and I'm going to move a little bit to the right when I hit this, just in case. Sit down.
Oh damn! I think you might get the honours back after this hole.
Liquid Snake said Kyne's Brook is what it's known as now.
I think, yeah, that is valid. I can't believe I hit that from that distance. That's disappointing. It's funny, I've got the same hook in this game as I've got in real life.
Do you play left stick or right stick?
Right.
Do you?
Well, I used to play left, and then we changed it to right. I don't know why. It was like when we first built the game, we had a baseball player hitting the ball, and I used to play left stick then, but
okay, we got a 40-footer here.
Yeah, we changed to the right, and
just take a breath. And
I just got used to it, and I never changed it back then. It's like
I've played right stick my whole life, and on the suggestion of one of our community members, decided just to give it a shot on the left stick, and I've stuck with it since then, and now I prefer it.
Yeah.
Great. The first hole that I actually needed to pull the putt, and I didn't.
You still got another shot on me because I went in the drink. So
that's true.
9-footer here.
It's a true story.
Oh, I missed it again.
So close.
There you go. This is why I hate stroke play and I prefer Stableford. Blowout holes.
We're playing Flathead County Golf Club. Commish. Beautiful boreal course designed by the head of HB, Jeremy.
And that takes you up to even par.
Done me for 3 shots there.
Here. Your friend just put up par.
That's not good for you.
No, that's destroyed the round.
Do I dare try and go through the trees? I'm going to risk it. Maybe give you a stroke or two back here.
Oh, it looks nice and deep.
Oh, let's let her rip. It's looking good. Looking at around 175 yards to the pin. Nice.
All right, I think I can get back in there with this one. Maybe not. Oh, this is not good. We got some good roll off that I might have done okay. So I've been going back and forth between using the loft to adjust for these shorter swings like this from around the green and actually just doing a shorter swing.
Yeah, I've read quite a bit on the forums, and we were talking about it in the last week about the pitch shot and ways that we can improve the pitch. You know, at the moment, that sort of 25 yard to 15 yards shot is reasonably hard to master.
I feel like one of the problems there is looking at that percentage. If you look at the shot I just took, I feel like if you focus a bit more on the shot itself and less on the power percentage afterwards.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Like that shot I just took was an 18-yard shot, and I gave it about a third of a backswing, and it ended up right about the right place. But the percentage, the club head percentage, which represents the club head speed, was higher than 33%, I believe. I didn't. And I feel like when I focus on when I play it like I would play a real pitch, right? You know, I would think of like 7, 9, and 11 o'clock. And I play my when I want 15 yards, I play a pitching wedge at about 7 o'clock. It ends up coming out about there, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
There we go. Biggins Golf, cart paths and roads are not in update 2, right, Anthony?
They're not, no, but the likelihood of them coming quite soon,
Very nice putt.
like in update 3 or 4, is high. We're looking at them at the moment. So
We
had them in originally, but they were really causing some slowness and optimization problems, so we took them out. But we're actually we're looking at them at the moment, so we might see them in the near future.
Can I fly 300 yards, Anthony? When it's down 49 feet?
I don't know. Could you? Well, you're 4 shots up on me. I don't think you should be asking me.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, the last 2 holes have been a disaster.
I do not think I can. Please stay on the fairway.
Oh, the rough saved you.
Yes, it did. I'll take it.
This one's looking good.
I didn't see, what club did you hit? I didn't see
All
that.
right,
3 iron.
5 yards out.
You clubbed down.
I went
Saw
safe.
me. You saw me go off the edge.
Well, looks like this may
what
be
a
in the
do
good
there.
stuff.
Anthony, did you see the video that was posted? I can't remember who posted on our forums of a real video of a golfer playing his ball off the fence back at the green. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I hit one the other week on Harbour Island Black out of the boat on the, I think it might be, is it the 2nd hole? And it dinked the flag. It hit the boat and then over. I have to say, I love that Harbour Island Black. It's a great course.
I cannot figure. I'm trying to figure out the math on this shot. I cannot figure it out. There's too many variables. Heavy rough, down 31 feet. Oh, Jesus. I have no idea where this ball is going. Liquid asking about can you have hybrid clubs for the future?
So we looked at hybrid clubs, and we were actually going to do it for update 1, but we could see no real benefit from them. They gave you the ability to hit the distance of like your woods with the lack of risk of the irons, and so we were going, what's it adding? So we didn't put them in the end. We spent our time in other areas. It's something we want to do. It'd be nice to be able to add certain clubs and stuff to your bag, but there needs to be a reason for it than just because you know, and I couldn't see a valid reason at the moment.
Sorry, I think I got sidetracked there. I didn't realize it was my shot.
Yeah.
Seven wood for the win. That's your favorite club, isn't it, Anthony?
I love the 7 wood. Paul Connors laughs at me and says it's a ladies' club, and but it's my favourite club. I love it. I use it off the fairway all the time in real life. Yeah, big 7 wood fan.
Anthony Kyne out of the bunker.
Yeah, here we go. This is a must.
Down by 4 strokes.
Nice bit of backspin. Oh, not enough.
Decent job getting out of that sand. See if we can save par here. That would be nice.
Putting for par. This is, you know what we need to do is we need to get John on this.
Oh
Following
yeah.
the game live.
That'll be the I think our next Twitch feed would be John. It'd be brilliant to actually listen to him talking about his own round.
I could spend the entire time commentating his round the way he does for everyone.
Oh yeah, that'd be brilliant. Yeah.
One over for
That's actually that. Maybe that's a good thing for us to. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of prize or something. We could allow a community member to do the commentary on John's round live.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. Still 4 shots. 4 holes to go. I don't think it's going to happen for me, is it? We need you to have a disaster.
Good. I could put it in the water 10, 20 feet in front of me.
Oh, John's on now, listening to us. So.
God knows I've done that. I've done that in real life. I would actually love to see you do that. Put the ball in the water right in front of you.
Okay, let's put the ball out there. Could be in the rough here.
I'm laughing at EMLB's comment about his wife commenting about John's commentary.
Nice.
Good bounce. Good bounce.
You got a nice easy shot here there.
It's a true idea. Oops.
Oh, nice.
And for the bird.
Yes.
Perfect. And that performance.
Jeremy's going to suspend me for never having played this course before, but this is a beautiful course.
I know, it's amazing.
Right.
I love it. It's by far the best HB official, I think. After Littlebrook Manor, of course, with its 33,000 plays.
Of course.
Yeah.
Ah, not good. Not good.
Okay, here we go.
Roddy MacD, what are you asking? I'm scrolling back. Hold
You're
on.
on the green, a lot of work to do, but you're on.
You look like you shot about where I did. Is that me?
Yeah. Neither's had a great shot.
It looked like Roddy MacD is. I'm going to have to scroll back to see that. Hold on. 21. Again. Liquid, I haven't played your score on Birdie Island still.
Another birdie here.
Roddy Mac, I can't find your original post, but it looks like you were talking about the idea of when you have turn-based play enabled, you can see what the other players, what club they're using, and that allows you to more easily discern what club you should use. And I don't know if there was a question about that earlier up in the
Yes.
That was just awesome. Huge putt.
Here we go. Any chance of taking the club selection window off when playing an enabled multiplayer? Before Anthony answers that, I will jump in and say that having it on, to me anyway, feels pretty much like it would if you were actually out golfing with your buddies. I mean, when you actually go golfing, you can see what clubs your buddies are using.
Okay, 1 under for the
And so I don't know if it personally, if that makes sense, but I don't know, Anthony. Have you guys? Has there ever been discussion about hiding the?
We've never talked about it. It's an interesting thing. Playing you here now today. I don't want you to know what club I've got because I'm 3 shots behind. So. Yeah, I don't know. You got, your point's valid. I think with when you're out with your mates, you normally say, "What'd you hit there?" and you normally tell them. You wouldn't lie, but
well, or you can, yeah. I mean, mostly you could kind of see, but no, you're not going to lie to your friend. Although I don't. It's funny because I haven't in this entire round. I've never once looked to see what club you played.
Yeah.
Except when I asked you, like,
yeah.
what club did you play there?
That's true, actually. Yeah. And
but yeah, I don't think that's something we talked about. It is an interesting idea.
But then again, I wouldn't lock my X-axis, and people seem to.
Really? Seriously? End of the Twitch show. I told you weren't going to be allowed to talk today.
Yeah.
I might have overdriven that. Ah! Boo.
It's not going to be buried enough.
Not buried enough for you, you mean?
Yeah, it's just not fair.
Looking good. Nice.
Seriously, I want John whispering into the microphone, talking about every one of your shots.
Yeah, that's a good point.
David Faraday style, nice and quiet. 40. Okay. I think this is the shot. It's going to be tough to make up those 3 strokes at this point.
It is, especially now with that shot.
Little 6-footer here, nothing too scary. Yes.
So overjoyed was my guy that he threw his hands up in delight.
Okay, your friend just put a birdie on their scorecard.
Yeah, okay, still 3. God, you're going to have a disaster on this 18th.
And now your friend is sitting at 5 under.
I do have the honours, though. Is that right?
You do.
It's looking good.
Again, it's possible I could put it in the water right at the beginning of the hole.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, there's no water there. I thought that was water. Not possible. Oh, I did shank it though. Into the heavy rough, you'll be happy to know.
Oh, that's nice and thick, hopefully.
Is there water in front of the green? No, that's not water.
No, I don't think so.
Not that my ball's going to get anywhere near the green, but...
So I would say we're about 240 yards from the pin here. Doesn't look like it's on the fairway, but it's all right.
So, Anthony, someone's asking about, I always think, again, this is an opportunity for us to address this directly. Somebody's asking on the in the comments about whether or not we're going to address the random 94% swings. Do you want me to answer that, or do you want to answer that?
Well, I've never seen it, so I don't know. Like, I play all the time, and I know lots of people have, and I put Adam Fitzgerald, our QA guy, on lots of different joypads to try and play it, and he never found it. So, you know, if we can get a case where we can replicate it over and over again, we can fix the problem. But it's very hard when you haven't got anything internally that's having the problem. You know, there is a joypad I've got at home, a GameStop one, that I find it harder to get than 100% swing on, but I find it easier to shoot straight. I don't play with it. It's not particularly good joypad. It was just something I bought temporarily when my Xbox controller broke. But playing with that, I find it harder to get 100%. But I know when I hit less than 100 because I don't hit it quite as hard. Like, I don't move through the motion as quickly. So we just need something that we can replicate it on. The more info we get on it, the more we can look at it and sort that out.
Yeah, you know, I brought, when you and I were talking about this one before, Anthony, there's a couple of people who are making comments about it happens to me frequently on the PS4 or it happens more on the Xbox One. You and I have talked about this. I play primarily now on the PS4. I played on the PC using two different controllers for months and months on end. I also have not seen the issue. And when you and I talked about this before, we were talking about actually in the context of swing tempo and how it affects power and accuracy and that sort of thing. And we were talking about the way you described it, which I thought was brilliant, was that the game is designed to. Sorry, I'm trying to putt while I'm talking. The game is designed to be able to consistently swing fairly well when you're paying attention. But if you're not paying attention, complete attention to what you're doing, you may have issues doing that. And I've noticed the times that I've gotten, which is almost never, sort of off 100% shots, 94, 92. It's almost always when my swing tempo is off and I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. And I don't know if that's part of why people are having an issue. But I also, as you said, we've looked at this, many of us have looked at this and been unable to recreate this phenomenon on any console or PC with any consistency. And that's part of the issue, right?
Yeah, and that's the problem. So once we've got a consistent reproduction steps of it, we can go through and we can trap it and find out what the issue is. But at the moment, as I said, I do see it on my GameStop controller, but I always know because I didn't hit it hard enough. So that's what the issue is. I don't know. Yeah, if people can just go on the forums and let us know every time they see it, then we'll keep investigating it, because we don't want people's round to become annoying because of certain things. So.
Right, and people are mentioning on the forums, and I think Adam has gotten to the point where he's been trying to ask people to capture it.
Yeah.
And because we can't chase it down, and just know that we're not ignoring it, but if we can't recreate the issue, we can't troubleshoot it, as Anthony said. And I was holding off there on just sealing your fate.
Yeah. I
got 2 strokes though.
Yeah, I came back on the last hole a little. I needed a few more. Should have played 36.
Why, are you assuming I was going to collapse after?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
A few more and I would collapse.
Yeah, 12 and 13 really killed me on that round, didn't it?
Good round, my friend.
Yes, indeed. It was enjoyable, actually. As I said, first time we've played, so yeah.
It is. I'm sorry to have bested you.
Next time we do it, yeah, we'll definitely play a community course. I just wanted to show off this flathead, as I love playing it at the moment.
Yeah, it's a beautiful course. You should feel better knowing that when I play your ghost balls on Harbor Island Black, I repeatedly get crushed by them. So.
Yeah, well, that's good, because I deleted all the bad rounds.
That explains it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anthony, is there anything else before Anthony's heading off after this on a little Christmas vacation?
Yeah. As soon as I've actually started my Christmas vacation at lunchtime today, so this is me staying back just to talk to you guys. So
that's right.
Yeah. So then I'll be around on the forums and stuff over the next few weeks. So I'm sure you'll see me.
Good. All right. And as we said, guys, we're gonna try and do this on a more regular basis once we get through the holidays, so that it won't be a Twitch stream for the next couple of weeks at least. Maybe until the middle of January, we'll have to see. But when we do resume them, we will try and resume them on a regular basis and do this for you every week, so you can talk to us, the members of the dev team, get some advice, ask questions, interact with us a little bit, maybe learn something about playing the game or using the course creator, that sort of thing. So let us know in the forums on Twitter and Facebook if you enjoy doing this. Any suggestions you have relative to this, we're always glad to hear them. And of course, I'm every day in the forums on Steam, Facebook, Twitter, pretty much 7 days a week, probably more than I should. Although, if you don't see me there, maybe on Sunday, don't get too mad at me. But we always love to hear your feedback, right, Anthony? I mean, we
love it. It's
positive, negative.
It's
like
made the game.
All the feedback.
It's basically made the game. If it wasn't for the forums, the game wouldn't be as good as it was. So it's the more the community is involved, the better it is for everyone.
That's exactly right. All right, thank you, Anthony, for playing around with me. And
great. Okay, well, we'll speak to you in January.
All right, take care.
Cool. Have a good one.